Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports, but even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Jose Quintana will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Bryant ranges to his right, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
In the second spot tonight, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly, and quickly there are 2 away.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. That gets down and the inning continues. Some two-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Ground ball left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Too low. 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Hit hard on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. And a great stretch to keep his foot on the bag, but it'll go for naught as the throw's too late at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. Marlins leave all 3. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
set. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting second, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Yanked fouled off to the right. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Tanaka pauses. Here's the 2-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
In now, Ari Perez. He swings and grounds it to short. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Into the box, Masahiro Tanaka. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Stopped on the slide by Russell. He's out. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Chris Bryant.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. No balls and one strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-0 the count. No. 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. The 3-1. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
The 2-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Schwarber, the runner at first with 2 gone. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Ready now for the Marlins, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Russell onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Addison Russell. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's hitless in 6 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run for Addison Russell. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Jose Quintana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's Javier Baez as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tanaka pauses. 0-1 on its way. Popped him up. Cooper has got it, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Franz Reyes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Franz Reyes.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Baez is there. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Standing in, Jorge Soler. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Up next from Miami, Garrett Cooper. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Ari Perez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
He's set, and the pitch. Popped him up. Tanaka shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2-0 count. The pitch too high. And it's 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Here it is. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, Ian Happ, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground is short. Gloved by Taylor. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Masahiro Tanaka, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
From the stretch, a fastball that finds the outside corner.
Come on, cubbies!
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded. There's one on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Chris Taylor. There goes the runner. In there, now the throw. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. To third now, but he's safe as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The batter.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Stepping in, Franz Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs 1. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Base hit into right center.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Missed with a slider. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
The 1-2. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
From the belt, the pitch. 3-0 now. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Schwarber stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
After fielding this one clean, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte's after it. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-1. In is Jorge Soler. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for one, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. The 1-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Reyes. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Ground ball foul down the left side. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
He'll try again, 1-2. And that one just missed outside.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And it's fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
First baseman, number 44, Anthony
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that misses ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Steve Cishek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41.
Stepping up now, Ari Perez. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is Contreras. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The pitcher, number 19, Masahiro Tanaka.
Standing in now, Masahiro Tanaka. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Moving under at half. 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Ready now, Chris Taylor. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's 0 for 7. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Miami. Here's Chris Bryant now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Comes set with the 0-1. There's a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 for him to this point. is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone!
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Hit hard up the middle. Taylor has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Tanaka pauses. Here's the 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Maples is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 36.
Mike Freeman is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 13. Mike Freeman.
Leading off the inning, Matt Chapman, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Russell's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Justin Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in, Addison Russell. He homered back in the third inning in this one.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Russell behind 0-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Digging in, Mike Freeman, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Swing and a liner, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Number 9, shortstop, Javier Arias.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cubs are down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. Dan Jennings enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. In now, Garrett Cooper. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Garrett Cooper.
First pitch on its way to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. Freeman is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ari Perez will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Cubs 2. Trey Guerrero is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Trey Guerrero.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. That's wide, 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And that one stayed up a little high.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the flag. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rizzo. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the ninth. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Two and 2. Rizzo, a runner at second with 1 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Fouled away. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a little tapper. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Camped in a place where the station is safe. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Yeah. Practiced and patient. Stamped with a seal, it's the real or replacement. Dialed in, tuned up, ready. Dialed in, tuned up, ready to go. Controller died before the level up and settled in. So when I try to boost and measure up, I never win. Character stay blinking, trying to get a handle what these baddies might be thinking, but I don't care.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Miami take a commanding 3-0 series lead. Masahiro Tanaka pitches well enough to get the W. Jose Quintana pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. The loss goes to Jose Quintana. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.